Hi there, this is Kerry Cassidy from Project Camelot Whistleblower Radio, and we are on the air actually from Holland, Netherlands, I guess you like to call it, and the station is called, I'm going to probably blow the pronunciation here, but something like Argo Souk Radio. And you'll see the link on our website. If you're listening, I assume you found it and you're good to go. So we are going to have some very wonderful guests today. We're going to do an update with Miriam Delicado. She recently went down to Colombia, and she's actually gone over to Hopi now and is going to be relaying a lot of messages from the indigenous peoples about what's going on the planet and what we need to do at this moment to sort of turn all of that around. So that should be very exciting. We're also going to be talking to Duncan O'Finioan, our super soldier. And those of you who are listening, I assume you know who he is. He has several videos on our website that you can listen to and watch. And he is doing a sort of a martial arts, remote viewing, self-development kind of lessons, I guess you might call them, with Bill Handel. And they're going to describe what they're doing, and that will be around 1 p.m. Pacific time. And I also want to say that we have a chat room going on this radio station now. So even if you speak English or you speak Dutch, whatever, you just go ahead and join us, and there'll be some people there speaking English so that you'll be able to communicate. And I should be able to watch it from time to time during the show as well. Anyone who has questions for me, I also suggest that you either write them in the chat room or you send them by email to me with the word question in caps to my email at kerry@projectcamelot.org, and I will try to get your question answered during the show. And so I guess that's about the most basic part of business. And then I do want to say that I'm very happy to be on this new network. This is a commercial-free network, so that'll be a lot of fun for people. And we do have a break at the bottom of every hour. I believe at the top and the bottom of every hour, so that we can have a minute or two of music. And at that point, you can take a break and get some coffee, whatever. Also, I just want to say that I was speaking last week at the Alien Shift 2012 event, and that my presentation should be available, I'm hoping for free, on Alien Shift any day now. And there were several wonderful speakers, Stan Deo, and others. So I encourage everyone to go to the alienshift.com website and look for the 2012 conference link, and that's always also at the bottom of our website at projectcamelot.org. For listeners, it's also very important that you use the projectcamelot.org and bookmark that rather than the .net. We have had some problems and interference with the .net. Apparently it's owned by someone else, and so you will not be getting directly to projectcamelot.org unless you see projectcamelot.org in your address window. So that's real important. But if you come to the portal, which is the Project Camelot portal, you can't miss it, then you'll know you did make it to our site. So that's great. And we have a new index with our Camelot library. We have over 4 years worth of material there. Indexing it has been a huge job. And I want to thank Cosmic Wink right here and right now, because she has donated her web expertise to make the new site look possible. She helped design it, or she did design it with a bit of my help as to what I wanted, and just was really amazing. And I just want to really give her kudos here. She's an amazing web designer. And I have a webmaster, Tommy Hansen, who I also want to thank very much here, because he is basically backing us up in everything we do at the moment and keeping Camelot on the air and going. So, without further ado, is Miriam Delicado with me? Okay, we're about to get in touch with Miriam Delicado, so hopefully this will go smoothly and her. I think you can probably hear the phone ringing.
Good afternoon, Horticultural Center. Monique speaking. May I help you?
Hello, we're trying to reach Miriam Delicado.
Okay, you can call 928.
Well, there's a room number 123.
123. Okay, hold on. Let me transfer you.
Thank you. As you can see, she's at a hotel in Hopi, so we're trying to reach her there.
Hello.
Hi, Miriam. Are you with us?
I'm here, Kerry. Have you been trying to get through?
I guess so. I'm not sure, the logistics here, but at least we have you, so that's wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm happy to be here. Thanks, Kerry. Go ahead.
Lovely. Okay. Well, I just want to say Miriam Delicado is Camelot witness, and we have several interviews with her as well as conference presentations that she's given, one that was at our fall conference, Awake and Aware in LA. And she's a wonderful speaker, and she is a contactee. She's been in touch with the, I guess you might call them the tall blondes, since 1988. And she has quite a story in regard to that. Her website is bluestarprophecy.com, and she also has a book that she's written. So I suggest you go to her website and take a look at her and what's available there. And Miriam, why don't you just kind of give yourself an introduction here, because I've just given you something very sort of superficial, but why don't you talk a little bit about your book and a tiny bit about your background, just for the people that might be new to this, because we are also going over, Europe and all over the world, and there will be people listening, hopefully, that have never heard of you. And so we can make new ground.
Yes, sort of to wrap a very complex story into a nutshell. In 1988, I had a very spiritual encounter, a physical encounter with tall blonde extraterrestrials on a highway in British Columbia, Canada. And I talk about this particular experience in my book, Blue Star. And during this event in 1988, these beings sort of gave to me a great deal of knowledge regarding our future as a species, as human beings living on the planet Earth. And they talked to me quite a bit about the interrelationship between them and this world, in the sense that they had a hand in creating us as human beings, and that the indigenous people of the earth are very, very connected to these, star beings, if you want to call them that, and how that interconnectedness is sort of working through our society today. And in my book, I share sort of the journey that I was on from my birth all the way up until I think it was 2005, and how different experiences that I had and contacts that I had with them, and the difficulties that I had in fully accepting the responsibility that they gave to me in giving me this knowledge and sharing this knowledge with me. And many people around the world, of course, have had similar experiences. And I know that my story has touched a lot of people who have had contact in many different forms, whether it's spiritually through meditation, or maybe they've had sightings and not necessarily physical encounters. But I tried to convey the delicacy and the struggle that we all go through in these experiences, and to recognize that it is something that is not easily accepted, but it is the truth. And at this point on my website, the bluestar.com, at bluestar.com, I try to share